In this example, we're going to be working with figuring out taxes and gross income in a scenario. So it says you decide to work part-time at a local supermarket. The job pays $8.50 per hour. So let's write everything we see. You get $8.50 per every hour you work, right? It says you work 20 hours per week. 20 hours per week, right? Your employer withholds 10% of your gross pay. So 10% withhold your gross pay for federal taxes. Federal taxes, right? What else does it say? 5.65% for FICA taxes. So 5.65% for FICA taxes. And then it says, and 3% for state taxes. 3% state taxes, right? So let's read it again. It says, you decide to work part-time at a local supermarket. The job pays $8.50 per hour. And you work 20 hours per week. Your employer withholds 10% of your gross pay for federal taxes, 5.65% for FICA taxes, and 3% for state taxes. Now let's see what are they asking us. We have written all the information down. Question A says, what is your weekly gross pay? So what you want to do for this is if you work 20 hours per week and at each hour you get paid $8.50, so you simply multiply the 20 times the 8.50. When you multiply that, you get $170 per week. Question B says, how much is withheld per week for federal taxes? So it says your employer withholds 10% of your gross pay for federal taxes. Question A is gross pay. Let's write it right here. Gross. Or let's say gross income. That looks, gross pay, whatever. It's the same thing. Gross pay, gross income. Part B. So you want to multiply this. Now you cannot multiply by the 10%. You have to change that percent to a decimal. So once we move the decimal, it's always at the end if you don't see it. 2 times in. That gives you 0.10. So 170 that you get paid every week times the 0.10. When you multiply that, you get 17. So they withheld in federal taxes $17 of your check. Part C. How much is withheld per week for FICA taxes? So we're going to do the same times the gross pay times FICA is this. Change 5.65 to a decimal. So you go 1 and 2. Trying to 0.0565. When you multiply that, you get 9.605. Part D. It says how much is withheld for state taxes. State taxes, they withheld 3%, so we go 170 times move. The decimal is always at the end, 1 and 2. 0.03. And that gives you $5.10. So far we have found gross pay, federal taxes, FICA taxes, and state taxes. Okay, let's see what question E says. What is your weekly net pay? So for this one, they're going to withhold these 3 amounts. The federal, the FICA, and the state. So you need to add those 3 amounts and then subtract that from your gross pay. So you can write it like this. Minus federal taxes plus FICA plus state. Once you add all that, you get 31.705. Subtract that and you get 138.295. And that's for question E. For question F, it says, what percentage of your gross pay is withheld for taxes? Now in this question it says, round to the nearest 1/10 of a percent. So it's telling us to round to a certain thing. So what you want to do is you want to, the taxes that is withheld over your gross pay. So you're being withheld this amount. So it's 31.705 over your gross pay, which is this guy over here, 170. You do that division and you get 0.1865. Now they want 8%. So 1 and 2, 65. They want me to round to the nearest 1/10. The 5 changes to 6, so it becomes 18.7% is withheld in taxes from your gross pay. So that would be for F as a final answer. So each answer is right here. And those are all your answers from A to F for this example.